devices.
As a part of our we will as the top leadership in our communities, let's role model for the movement what it means to uphold 100 years of tradition and not add words or language that defame our historic texts or that misalign with our values.
We can't believe this historic day has finally arrived. Let's have a great evening.
My brother is sibling all of us.
My sister and siblings are neighbors.
But how many years?
From generation to generation.
We've been eating away.
They say youth is wasted on the young.
But we never waste a moment. We build a bright future.
Inspired by the traditions of our past,
As Alice and BBGs, we know what it means to have history.
And as Jews, we experience that history through shared memory.
We remember what it was like.
Watch the seas and at the foot of Mount Sinai. We were there.
we remember what it felt like to shake hands with Samir.
To give a warm hug from a uniform. We know that they are alive as well.
We remember the first time we melted of humanity.
Let's be obedient.
As if the words already lived within us. Every olive and every BBG is there.
When we elected the first bill of Mother Chapter AZA number 1.
Waved our flag in Canada, and Bulgaria, and London, and Tel Aviv, and Shanghai, and soon everywhere else.
Rose from the ashes to rekindle Jewish life for the Holocaust.
Recognize the state of Israel once before the world.
Open the gates from the camp.
Ready for the Jews of the Soviet Union.
Declared our independence and forged a new camp.
Well, I'm gathering a pilgrimage on the Berg scale.
Evolved to ensure that any team who belongs to the UVA
Refuse to let it pandemic.
we were there.
We may be young,
But we are many.
And we are mighty.
For 100 years.
And for 100 more.
We are charting the future of our people around the world.
Good candle dispersal.
They vote on it.
And when one candle lights another,
Suddenly there's a great oceans, generations, past and Paris. The smallest shall become leader, the youngest might.
We know that to be young is so much.
live is not enough.
To be young is the spirit. To feel your heart and hear something in your life
Matt Grossman, I'm BBYO CEO.
Yeah!
BBYO CEO, check it out, like this stuff. First, I just want to welcome everyone here to Fairfax, Virginia. And then we have some special guests with us, including many members of NRE's leadership. So thank you guys for I also want to welcome BBYO's Genesis Fellows, the newest and I want to welcome the parents of the I-Board members who are here with us in person, and also those who couldn't be with us but are watching online. And to all of those who are watching online, I know there are thousands of you around the world tuning into this special moment. Thank you for being with us. Especially our thanks and our hearts go to our friends and our family in Israel and in Ukraine and other difficult parts of the world. You're with us tonight, and we're with you always, so thank you for being a part of this. Last year, many of you may recall, this took place in Omaha, Nebraska, this event, and it was there, obviously, to celebrate BBYO's founding. And today we meet just outside of Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States of America. In Omaha, 100 years ago, 14 young men gathered to get this thing started. And tonight, in this room, we have 126 leaders from 23 countries. You flew here, many of you, across the globe, thousands of miles to be here. Thank you for making that journey. In 1924, commercial air flight was just getting started. Very few people had even seen an airplane, never mind traveled on one. Those 14 young men couldn't imagine what's going on in this room right now. And 100 years from now, in the future, there will be a group of AZA and BBG members wondering what life was like for you. Those teams who brought BBYO into its second century. That's what you guys are tasked with. They will look back in history and see that the Alephs and BBGs of 2024 were living in an interesting moment in history. Israel, a mere 76 years old, was in a crisis. There was a war taking place in Europe, and systems of government in many countries were in crisis due to infighting as they dealt with existential issues like personal freedom and privacy. And while the teens of 21-24 will have known all about our lives, we have no idea what their lives are going to be like. But there's one thing I know. Just like we wouldn't be gathered here today without the efforts of those 14 young people in Omaha in 1924, the Alephs and BBGs of 21-24 won't be able to celebrate BBYO's bicentennial without the work we do in this coming year. We are all links in a chain that represents where BBYO has been and where it will go. This applies not only to BBYO, of course, but to the Jewish people. The chain connecting the Jewish people is much longer, and as such, requires even greater strength. Not only the strength of the faith, people, and a nation, but the strength of siblings. And that is BBYO's unique contribution to this chain. We make it that much stronger through our commitment to siblinghood and to the values we have held close to us throughout our history. And please know, my allusion to a chain is not to one which shackles or restricts, but rather one that links us together, providing strength for the purpose of moving mountains. 80 and 100, 180, 180 if you want to call it that. Your portion of the historical chain of the Jewish people will forever be tied to Israel. At this time last year, October 7th was just another day. 313 days later, Israel is once again threatened, and the fate of 115 hostages is still unknown. This does not mean that our chain is chipped or broken in any way. It simply means we must show the world how strong our change truly is. This is your job, all of you, not only up here with me, but all of you in this room. We need to show the world how strong the Jewish connection really is. It's serious work, but don't doubt for a second, you're not up for it. You are, you're ready, you'll do it. There's a lot of people in this room who've come before you to take on these leadership positions, and I think their presence makes a strong statement of what this organization is all about. In fact, there are 11 former members of the international boards who are in this room right now. Can you guys stand up, please? Wonderful to have all of you with us. Thank you for your leadership then. Thank you for your leadership now. And one thing I want to make this room aware of, as we begin our second century, a major initiative we'll be taking on is the establishment of a BBYO Alumni Association. The Alumni Association will take on many responsibilities, most importantly, serving as a connection point for Alephs and BBGs throughout their lives. It will also serve the purpose of allowing BBYO alumni to help strengthen AZA and BBG by becoming staff, advisors, and mentors. The tens of thousands of BBYO alumni around the world represent incredible leaders, many of whom have found success in their careers, their volunteer endeavors, and their philanthropy. I've been blessed over the past 20 years to work with so many of them. They've caused me to grow as a person and as a leader, and have given me the strength I've needed to serve as BBYO CEO. One of those people is here tonight. It's Craig Weiss, BBYO's current board chair. Craig is an alum from Delta Region and father of 3 BBYO alumni who's traveled here as he has in previous years to be with you and to take on the important and honorable role of installing the Grand Aleph Godol and Anita M. Perlman International N'siah on behalf of BBYO's board of directors. Craig.
Hey everyone, I am honored to be here on behalf of your dedicated and talented board of directors, and it's my honor to install the Grand Aleph Godol and Anita M. Perlman International N'siah. Please stand up. By the power vested in me by BBYO's board of directors, I hereby install them as astronomer as the 100th Grand Aleph Godol of the Aleph Tzaddik Aleph, and compel upon you all the duties of this high and honorable office. By the power vested in me by the BBYO Board of Directors, I hereby install you, Joel Abaya, as the 80th Anita M. Perlman International N'siah of the Neighborhood Girls, and bestow upon you all the duties of this honorable and high office.
Take their stations in the grand order of the Aleph Tzaddik Aleph will come to order. Aleph Shoter Godol.
Aleph Godol.
Are all present members of AZA, BBYO, or guests?
Aleph Godol. All present are members of AZA, BBYO, or guests.
Aleph Sagan.
Aleph Godol.
See that the All Shater Ketone is on guard and knows their duties.
All Shater Ketone, the movement is... Wait, wrong one, sorry. All Shater Ketone, the movement is about to study some of the beautiful symbols of Judaism and patriotism. See that we are not disturbed by idlers.
All Sigon, why did you seek admission to this order?
To join with those Jews who have dedicated their youth to clean living so that they may become manly men.
All of Maz here, what are the qualifications for membership?
To be a Jew of good moral character and to be filled with a desire to be helpful.
All of Shoter Ketone, you will present the colors of our countries.
Red and black of Albania, the blue, white and yellow of Argentina, the red, white and blue of Australia, the red and white of Austria, the green, white and red of Belarus, the blue, white and yellow of Bosnia and Herzegovina, the green, yellow, blue and white of Brazil, the red, green and white of Bulgaria, the red and white of Canada, the white, red and blue of Chile, the red and yellow of China, the yellow, blue and red of Colombia, the blue, white and red of Costa Rica, the red, white and blue of Croatia, the red, white and blue of Cuba, the blue, white and yellow of Curacao, the white, red and blue of the Czech Republic, the red and white of Denmark, the blue and white of El Salvador, the blue, white and black of Estonia, the blue and white of Finland, the red, white and blue of France, the red and white of Georgia, the red, black and yellow of Germany, the red, white and green of Hungary, the blue, red and white of Iceland, the green, white and orange of Ireland, the blue and white of Israel, the red and white of Japan, the blue and gold of Kazakhstan, the black, red, green and white of Kenya, the red and yellow of Kyrgyzstan, the red and white of Latvia, the red, green and yellow of Lithuania, the white and red of Malta, the green, white and red of Mexico, the red, yellow and blue of Moldova, the red, gold, green and blue of Montenegro, the red and green of Morocco, the red, white and blue of the Netherlands, the red, white and blue of New Zealand, the red and yellow of North Macedonia, the red, indigo and white of Norway, the red and white of Peru, the white and red of Poland, the blue, yellow and red of Romania, the red, white and blue of Russia, the red, white and blue of Serbia, the red and white of Singapore, the red, white and blue of Slovakia, the red, green, black, yellow and blue of South Africa, the red and yellow of Spain, the yellow and blue of Sweden, the red and white of Switzerland, the red and white of Turkey, the red, yellow and black of Uganda, the blue and yellow of Ukraine, the red, white and blue of the United Kingdom, the red, white and blue of the United States.
Aleph Godol, Jeremy Sherman, the 86th Grand Aleph Godol of the All-Sunny Aleph, you will now lead us in prayer. Please rise.
Our Father who art in heaven, in our hearts, we humbly ask thee to help us be worthy sons of thee, to lead clean lives, to think clean thoughts, and to do decent deeds. Help us to be good Jews, loyal countrymen, honorable comrades, and worthy of the commendation of all good men.
I now declare this meeting of the Grand Order of the All-Sunny Aleph of BBYO open for business. Aleph Shoter Godol and form the Aleph Shoter Godol. Our brother and sibling Alephs.
Unsere Brüder und Geschwister Alephs.
Our sister and sibling B'nai B'rith girls.
Unsere Schwestern und Geschwister BBGs.
Esteemed colleagues and dear alumni.
Friends, family, special guests here with us tonight.
And all of you joining us from home and around the world.
We are so glad you're here.
Today marks the beginning of an incredible and historic expedition together. As of tonight, our beloved movement takes its first steps into its second century. Tonight, we officially become the executive body for BBYO's 100th year. Starting now, we look to new horizons for our order and for our people with limitless potential. It's now our turn to define what the future of the Jewish world will become.
We are so excited to welcome you all to Virginia for this milestone event. We're deeply grateful for your partnership and passion tonight, this weekend, and throughout the year to come.
Each summer, AZA and BBG's leaders gather in August to plan. It's at these international executive body meetings that our movement's Congress, all of you, embrace the reins of leadership. And we, as one body elected by our peers, work to represent their dreams best. Tonight, we officially take hold of that responsibility that they and all those that came before us entrusted to us. We simply can't wait to get to work. There have been few moments in the last 100 years when our leadership was needed less than right now.
The late Israeli poet Chaim Huli used to respond when asked by others, "How are you?" with "Shlomi kishalom ami," or "I am as my people are." It was a way of expressing himself with meaning, thoughtfulness, and a tinge of sense. "I am as my people are" is a very Jewish way of sharing how any one of us are doing at any moment. The notion that we can't separate ourselves from how our neighbors, peers, brothers and sisters are doing underscores the ancient truth that we are and have always been a part of something much bigger than ourselves. So, how are we doing? And what are we going to do about it?
A year ago, when last year's execs met in Omaha to launch our centennial anniversary, none of us could have imagined what was to happen in Israel just a few weeks later. The last few years have been challenging enough. A global pandemic, ghastly wars, deep political polarization, and a rising surge of anti-Semitism even before October 7th. The last 10 months have proven to be one of the hardest years for the Jewish people since the Holocaust. We've all felt it in different ways.
And yet, it is so resiliently expressed in Hatikva, our hope is not yet lost. Yes, the year has presented us with harrowing realities, including pain, fear, and uncertainty. But it has also inspired us for perseverance, innovation, and unity. Rabbi Volpe, a renowned leader from Los Angeles, recently shared how he imagined he might speak with one of his Jewish role models from 100 years ago about his recent experience as faculty at Harvard University. It went something like this.
So, Rabbi Volpe, what's with the Jews these days in 2024?
Oh, we're having a hard time We're having a hard time with the campus environment at Harvard.
Wait, there are Jews at Harvard?
Yeah, it's been a particularly hard year because of the conflict in Israel.
Wait, there's an Israel?
So yes, our hope is not yet lost. In fact, we have so much to be proud of, and we have much to be excited about. But most importantly, we have much to do.
All throughout Jewish history, it's always been our community's youth, teens and young adults just like us, that seize pivotal moments across our timeline to take our turn, to lead our people forward and upward. Filled with vision, optimism, and determination, we've always been at the forefront of sustaining our tradition, embracing modernity, defending our people, and reclaiming our ancestral homeland to bloom once again.
Since the birth of our international order a century ago, Alephs and BBGs have led with values and principles, rooted in these legacies, in every step we've taken since. We stand together for change. We advocate for causes we believe in. We challenge injustice. We ensure every Jewish teen has a home to discover who they are. And we encourage every Aleph and BBG to explore how they can most meaningfully contribute to the world.
So tonight, despite the pressures of the world, and despite the heaviness we may feel from this moment, we rally around each other and our heritage, eager to embark on our next century.
As you may know, we observe the saddest day of the Jewish year, Tisha B'Av, on Tuesday. It's a day that aligns with countless tragedies for the Jewish people, dating all the way back to the construction of our temples in Jerusalem. What you may not know, though, is that this holy day of reflection is sandwiched between two very special Shabbats. Shabbat Chazon, the vision, the Shabbat of vision, and Shabbat Nachamu, the Shabbat of consolation.
And this is when we happen to meet this year, between a Shabbat of vision and a Shabbat of redemption. In fact, this coming Shabbat is supposed to be a time of delight and celebration, as we release the sadness of the past and begin heading towards a new year. And what a year it will be. We are going to launch our second century with a bang.
We're focused on lifting every chapter and embracing every Jewish teen worldwide. Motivated by the legacy of our anniversary, it's time to redouble our outreach and recruitment in every community we serve. More than ever now is a time when every Jewish teen should know this community can be theirs and that they are wanted. Every Jewish teen should be able to easily find their way toward AZA and BBG in a compelling way, and so our chapters simply need to be excellent.
We must elevate the chapters that operate at a high level and dig in deep with those that need improvement. Our movement is only as strong as our chapters are. We are a movement of chapters. Chapters are the experience that more Jewish teens take part in over anything else our order has to offer. Every time a chapter holds a successful program, our movement grows more meaningful. Every time a chapter recruits a team, our movement and the Jewish people grow stronger. It's in chapters where teens discover their closest friends, establish Jewish community participation as a life habit, explore their leadership identity, and embrace their identity the most. We know how to build exemplary chapters. We're looking to all of you to join us in making this our top priority. Every action we take should be for the benefit of our chapters.
We also know that chapters are strengthened most effectively when they have consistent classes of highly trained Alephs and BBGs leading them well. There is no better training ground for strong chapter leadership than CLTC, ILTC, and International N'siah. Following a successful summer where many of our summer experiences grew significantly or sold out, we're looking to summer 2025 to be an even bigger season. With CLTC returning to BBYO's movement epicenter, Perlman Camp, it will be the first time in 20 years since all three signature communities were headquartered at the same historic place. We need to ensure that we work together to fill these programs to their fullest so that we can start our new century from the strongest position possible. It's a proven fact. The more teens the chapter has trained at BBYO summer programs, the stronger the chapter ultimately is year to year. It's on us to set the next generation of AZA and BBG up for success. It's our turn.
With more than 725 strong, healthy, and diverse chapters in more than 60 countries across the world, we can also leverage our membership might to impact the world. We must face this turbulent moment in time head-on to combat racism, quell anti-Semitism, champion inclusivity, and advocate for more understanding across faiths, cultures, and communities of all kinds. We will continue to stand our ground against discrimination of all people, and Jew hatred in particular, and will seek allies across the globe who are also working to end hate.
More people will vote on planet Earth this year than at any moment in history. Many of the world's largest democracies have already held elections, and some of the most consequential ones are still to come. We need to make sure that BBYO's global platform is one that models a healthy and spirited democracy, where teens can learn and explore democratic values while also taking part in local, national, and global systems of democracy. We've made additions to our international leadership network to empower a new worldwide network of Voice Your Vote and global democracy leadership opportunities. We highly encourage you to explore these roles and share them with those in your communities who want to make a real difference.
We want all us at BBGs to build strategic relationships with senior leaders across our Jewish communities, establish meaningful connections with our elected leaders, and where possible, for our members to help ensure that democracy is safe and open to all. We can lead on voter registration, supporting fair polling and voting experiences, and we can make sure that where we can, we vote too. In the coming weeks, we'll share new options for getting involved in the US election in nonpartisan ways, as well as tools for teens globally to jump into the civics underway in communities everywhere, regardless of where you may live.
And as we put our platform's might on the front line of world events, it's crucial that we simultaneously ensure that every teen feels safe to voice their opinion within our movement. BBYO's ideology is not about having a specific view. We're focused on making sure all teens can have productive, respectful, and enlightening debate and dialogue to sharpen what we each believe in and enable us to learn from each other.
How we treat each other speaks to who we are as a movement. We can disagree, but a nation stands united. We must encourage civility and offer non-judgmental spaces for our brothers, sisters, and siblings to ask questions and share hard conversations. BBYO has always been and will remain a place of respect and compassion for those who offer the same. This includes topics as diverse as Israel. Israel is approaching a crossroads of introspection and transformation. We all have an opportunity to opt in to what its future could look like.
We must ensure that there are plenty of ways for every young Jew who wants to explore the Jewish homeland, who cares about Israel's democratic values, and who may want to either advocate for or push on the state of Israel's actions and ideals to do so safely. Hopefully, the region will be in a different place next summer, and we can conclude our 100th year with a massive revival of BBYO travel to Israel. BBYO has always been committed to a wide plurality of viewpoints, ideas, and opportunities to explore when it comes to Israel, our relationships with the Palestinian people, and the region's quest for peace. And we will continue to do so. The Jewish world needs to do this better. It's our turn to show what can be.
And we want to hear your voices. This month, we're launching our newest online resource, AZA and BBG's Legislation Library, which will enable access to historic legislation as well as instructive tools on how to scale democratic practices in your home regions. Writing legislation, running meetings, editing and updating constitutions, and more. How we govern ourselves illuminates how we live by our values and our principles. This tool, in partnership with our new virtual archive, will make these efforts easier and more exciting than ever.
And while we celebrate the diversity of opinions and perspectives that can be found across AZA and BBG, we also want to invest in a range of priority areas that have the power to further unify us like few other things can. Music, pluralism, raising Saka and contributing to the International Service Fund, AZA and BBG character development, sports. These are top program priorities we, as an international board and an international executive body, will be focused on this year. We believe these focus areas will strengthen our chapters, draw more Jewish teens to our order, and can serve as shared language, allowing us to collaborate, share resources, learn from one another, and scale anywhere on earth, regardless of community size.
Over the next few days, you'll hear us speak more to these themes as we announce our lineup of continental gatherings and dive into our annual movement initiatives like Global Shabbat, JServe, Israel National Days, and more. We are going to continue growing our song leader trainings and music-making opportunities for more teens, while embracing more opportunities for BBYO to highlight pluralism with more teens and more Jewish communities. Tomorrow morning, we'll consider legislation that will elevate training on fundraising for philanthropy across the movement and hear new ideas on how to further assist how Olives support one another, while also championing a fraternity of respect. And you'll also learn more about some of the steps we're taking to grow sports across AZA and BBG to enrich programming at local and global levels, at international convention, and throughout the year, with new leadership positions and new initiatives to be shared with teams worldwide.
The start of our centennial celebration has encouraged many of us to further immerse ourselves in the story of AZA, BBG, and BBYO rituals. While there is so much to do, we're thrilled to see so many intentional moments across chapter calendars, at regional conventions, and in summer experiences, where teens are exploring our songs, cheers, vocabulary, ceremonies, and traditions. These are the things that make AZA and BBG special, and the special culture that opens our eyes, minds, and hearts to Judaism and each other in a lasting way.
As AZA commemorates its 100th anniversary year, we have the chance to continue work on strengthening and refining our fraternity for a new era. We can grow, we can deepen the experience, and we can scale our impact on thousands of additional young Jewish men. Imagine how strong we can make the Jewish community if we ignite thousands of more friendships for young Olives that will forever choose to opt into Jewish life.
Imagine what AZA and BBG can become if both orders are able to share the little things that make our movement that much more special. With elevating member education, enriching BBYO's traditional with local customs across the globe, and ensuring more teens are trained to be exemplary members regardless of their leadership roles. This is what will propel BBYO toward another century of success.
We, your international board, are fully committed to partnering with you at every turn. We're looking for more partners than ever who want to make a difference. If you have an idea for a project that's not offered, tell us. There are no barriers for any member's ability to lead AZA and BBG. No one needs a position to contribute, and it doesn't matter where on the planet you live, every Olive or BBG can drive our order forward. It's our turn.
In fact, we mean this more than ever before. When we say every Olive and BBG, we really mean it. From any place, and now from any time. With the launch of BBYO's new Alumni Association, we are looking to reunite 500,000 living alumni worldwide with our movement. Our alumni can offer so much and gain even more by reconnecting with AZA and BBG. We encourage all of you to think boldly about how you can reconnect your alumni to this exciting part of our order and identify new ways of including alumni at your local events. They can help staff events, open connections to make your programs better, offer professional and life expertise as part of your training, join you as a guest speaker at your conventions, and much more.
We have one of the Jewish world's largest communities of believers in what we do. We simply need to welcome them home. You'll learn more about the Alumni Association this weekend, but the success of this network could be one of the most consequential advances since BBYO's independence from B'nai B'rith. Let's seize this moment for all that it can be. To our alumni here this evening, thank you for showing up, for standing with us, and continuing to believe in us every day.
In a couple of weeks, we'll begin to hit the road and launch our travels, the 180-degree tour. For us, 180 means that as we embark on our second century, we get to turn the page to a new chapter of our movement's proud story. Our goals include meeting with as many chapters as we can, training on rituals and traditions, offering member education, and meeting with your emerging leaders. We'll capture local feedback, sharing new leadership and training tools, and we want to meet with as many alumni as possible. Wherever we go, we'll make sure that Jewish youth are made community priorities, and for the half of the year, we'll be eagerly inviting everyone we meet that believes in the power of Jewish teens to join us in Denver at our 101st International Convention, which will be our largest and most impressive movement gathering to date. And so, if asked, how are we doing? We declare it tonight. We are proud Jews. We are ready to lead and better our people. We are the hope not yet lost. This is our movement. This Shabbat begins our redemption. It's our turn to lead.
At the conclusion of the address, you, the executive body, will have the chance to vote to accept our vision for our order for the next year. When you vote, we're not asking you to endorse our plan as individuals, but as a platform and a plan that you, each and every one of you, are joining with us to implement as a team. This is about us.
These are our priorities. These are our goals. We will do everything we can to support your every effort and to ensure that the organization provides all it can to ensure that you are successful. But the greatest truth about BBYO has always been that we are team-led. How we choose to lead is by far the greatest variable on whether we have a normal year or a transformative year. Take in everything we cover this weekend. Your peers believed you best represented their goals for the movement they cherish. It's on us to bring out the best in each other and the tens of thousands of members we serve. We get 1 year to lead, and it's our turn to make sure that what we accomplish now reverberates for the next 100 years.
To our professional colleagues across BBYO, we can't wait to learn from you and partner with you on launching our new century to the best of our ability. To our boards, congratulations on this milestone. We are confident that you will help lead our movement towards greatness. Into every Aleph and BBG, tuning in from near and far, the future of the movement and for the whole of the Jewish people is in our hands. It's our turn.
Wir sind dran.
Hator Shalanu.
We promise to give AZA and BBG our all. We're beyond grateful for this opportunity, and we're so excited to see where the year leads us. Thank you for your trust and your support. Now, let's get to work.
Fraternally submitted
And respectfully submitted with undying love for
the Grand Order of the Aleph Godol,
the International Order of the B'nai B'rith Girls,
My Heart and Home, Rainier AZA number 1550 and Evergreen Region number 46.
Mein Herz und mein Zuhause, Olam Berlin BBYO in ZBSC Germany,
We forever remain,
Joel Sarah Bay, your 80th Anita M. Perlman International N'siah.
and all of Daniel Paul Mezastrano, your 100th Grand Aleph Godol.
And that was what? Right now it's 48. The highest would let you do a
100th Grand Board of the Aleph Godol. By the power vested in me by BBYO and the Grand Order of the Aleph Godol, I hereby install you, Aleph Jake Michael Solar, as the 100th Grand Aleph Sagan of the Aleph Godol, and charge you with all duties pertaining to this high and honorable office. By the power vested in me by BBYO and the Grand Order of the Aleph Godol, I hereby install you, Aleph William Maxim Schechter, as the 34th Grand Aleph More of the Aleph Godol, and charge you with all duties pertaining to this high and honorable office. By the power vested in me by BBYO and the Grand Order of the Aleph Godol, I hereby install you, Aleph Justin Scott Burstein, as the 100th Grand Aleph Mazhir of the Aleph Godol, and charge you with all duties pertaining to this high and honorable office. By the power vested in me by BBYO and the Grand Order of the Aleph Godol, I hereby install you, Aleph Logan Bennett Rich, as the 36th Grand Aleph Shaliach of the Grand Order of the Aleph Godol, with all duties pertaining to this high and honorable office. By the power vested in me by BBYO and the Grand Order of the Aleph Godol, I hereby install you, Aleph Joaquin Salmon, as the 7th Grand Aleph Yisor of the Aleph Godol, and charge you with all duties pertaining to this high and honorable office. May you continue to lead with the dedication of the gentlemen who came before you, and may their challenges and triumphs give you the foundation to lead with humility and an open heart. May the wisdom of the cardinal principles inform your work, give you empathy, compassion, and a burning desire to advocate for what you believe in. May you be fueled by the strength of your friendships, supported by the arms of those around you, and steadied by the legacies of the generations of Alephs upon those whose shoulder you stand. Let these words support you in your work today and far into the future. Amen. Amen.
forward alongside the members of the 80th International Board of the B'nai B'rith Girls. By the power vested in me by BBYO, I hereby install you, Mercedes Ana de Laken of Spain, as the 80th International Signee of the B'nai B'rith Girls. By the power vested in me by BBYO, I hereby install you, Abigail William Bluestein of Eastern and Southeast, as the 33rd International Inaugural of the B'nai B'rith Girls. By the power vested in me by BBYO, I hereby install you, Riley Emma Gold of North Florida, as the 80th International Mock Hero. By the power vested in me by BBYO, I hereby install you, Ariella Edith Weissman of North Texas, Oklahoma, as the 36th International N'siah. By the power vested in me by BBYO, I hereby install you, Alexandra Rose Greenberg of Rocky Mountain, as the 7th International Gizmorit of the B'nai B'rith Girls. May you be blessed with the strength of the members who came before you, and may their stories and triumphs give you the courage to believe in your own power and potential. May the legacy of the Menorah Pledge principles guide you in your work, giving you empathy and compassion and a drive to fight for what you believe in. May you be fueled by the strength of your friendships, supported by the arms of those around you, and steadied by the legacy of all the powerful BBGs before you. Let these words support you in your work today and far into the future. Amen.
As part of our ongoing commitment to honoring our lifetime members and staying connected to our alumni, Joelle and I have a special surprise for the executive body.
What you may or may not know is that Dan and I are each part of a WhatsApp group that has almost all of our living predecessors in it. Started by Courtney Sykes, now the Matucha on the 80th BBG International Board, and TJ Katz, now the Grand Godol of the 100th AZA Grant Board, we're now able to communicate with decades worth of former Grand Aleph Godol and International N'siah at the quick send of a text.
So, we have asked all of them if they had some words of wisdom to share with you all as you embark on this journey as an executive body and leaders of our movement. Let's hear what they have to say.
Hi everyone, my name is Anita M. Perlman International N'siah.
This is Megan Trump. I was 49th International N'siah.
57.
44th and 47th International N'siah.
And we are meeting each other for the first time in 25 years.
Remember to stay connected to the incredible people who will meet. My piece of advice or wisdom for you is stay together.
Dream big, because together you all can accomplish great things. Really an opportunity for you to build the Jewish community that you want to see.
Be intentional about developing and cultivating the next generation of leaders.
But more importantly, set up your community for future success.
Remember, it's also a chapter
that no matter how big or how small your ideas are, they will make a difference for others in the entire organization.
Embrace every opportunity and every moment that comes your way.
Embracing every single individual there.
And really enjoy this experience because in the blink of an eye, it goes so fast.
Look around the room, or really look around the room. You are amongst one of the very best and very brightest, and it is no coincidence that you are sitting among them.
I am wishing you all an exciting year ahead. I was sitting in the room you were all in 10 years ago.
Advocate for yourself and for others, and remember that
the Jewish people are resilient, the state of Israel is resilient, and most of all, you all are resilient.
It's important to recognize that even if you can't feel your impact now, your impact will be felt many years in the future, and you are continuing the legacy of your ancestors.
And I hope you guys have a great meeting.
Thank you so much for all you're doing to keep BBYO going. Good luck. We're all counting on you, and we have absolute faith in you, and we can't wait to see what you do next.
Now, before we hand the gavels back to Dan and Joelle, executive body, we have a question for you.
Is there a motion to accept the ACA and BBG inaugural address as given by the 100th Grand Aleph Godol, Dan Mrs. Toronto, and our 80th Anita M. Perlman International N'siah, Joelle Motion.
The chair recognizes Evergreen. Is there a second?
Second! The chair recognizes Germany. Is there a call?
The chair recognizes the Olives and BBGs of Northern Region East. Is there any dissent?
Seeing and hearing none, we'll now officially turn the meeting back over to Dan and Joelle. Now that our business has ended, it is our hope that we have carried on our deliberations in a manner benefiting the great organization of which we are part. Let us now leave with free and joyous hearts, and with minds that are filled with the thoughts and deeds that are pure and noble. Will the Shomerica Greek Meredith Gallenstein, the 71st International Masquerade of the International Order for the Nave Birth Girls, please join us and read the closing prayer.
Surround yourself with the dreamers, the doers, the believers, and thinkers. But most of all, surround yourself with those who see greatness within you, even if or when you don't see it in yourself. So bye.
I now declare this meeting officially adjourned. Let us all now join hands in the friendship circle and sing our international BBG song. such an honor to share the space in our movement's vision for centennial year with all of you. We'll go ahead and say goodbye to our live stream. We hope to see you in Denver for BBYO's International Convention in February.